turn your attention to the 50-yard line where ETHS Athletic Director Chris Valentino and our Superintendent Dr. Eric Witherspoon is joined by Joanne Avery of Family Focus. As the program manager for the Family Focus After School program, Joanne has helped educate and mentor thousands of children in Evanston for the past 36 years. As an Evanston resident since 1976, Joanne is also in her 15th year of leading the ETHS program, Girls in Real Life Situation, and in her 12th year directing grandparents raising grandchildren. Some of the children she has taught are probably with us today, including Nicole Johnson, Florinda Harbison, Yolanda Hardy, Philip White, and even one of our football captains, Quadre Nicholson. Her goal every year is to make an impact on the educational lives and personal lives of the at-promise, non-at-risk youth she works with. She wants every child to walk in their purpose and know their worth by introducing them to a wide variety of activities, such as bringing a zoo to Family Focus, teaching them to launder their own clothes, learning modern dance, hosting mother-daughter groups, and even teaching boys how to talk to girls. Please give a big round of applause for Evanston's own hometown hero, Miss Joanne Avery. instructor Dave Eiserite, and color guard instructor Gene Weiss. The band is led by drum majors Audrey Beaches, Gray Miller, Ula Freitas, and Avery Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the pride of Evanston Township High School, your Wildcat Marching Band! Wildcat fans, are you ready? Come on, Wildcat fans, are you ready? All right, Wildcat fans, please welcome your ETHS Wildcat football team. Ladies and gentlemen, if you please rise. And gentlemen, please remove your caps and join in singing as the band performs our national anthem. on, dude.
Thank you. My mom was Catholic.
Blue Crew, where you at?
Good evening, sports fans. Today is Friday, September 7th, 2018. We are live from Memorial Stadium in Evanston, Illinois, and the Conant Cougars are in town to face off against the E-Town Wildcats. Kickoff is underway, and I'm, of course, joined by Coach Steve Wool. How you doing, Coach?
Thanks, Chris. Good to see you, as always. Beautiful night for football. A lot different weather than it was last week Friday when we had torrential downpour and heat lightning hitting to the west of us.
The heat lightning indeed, Coach. Here we go.
Anyways,
already.
The Cougars are 2-0 coming in, and they're in the Mid-Suburban Conference. They're a little bit down this year in regards to the overall conference. The only team that really seems to be a big challenge to do something downstate sounds like it's going to be Barrington, but the Kits, if they do what they're supposed to do tonight, they'll be challenged, but if they run what they're supposed to run, I think they'll be in good shape.
Here's Tarpey out of the shotgun, 3 wide, a little halfback draw, and he's stuffed about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Good penetration there by the Cougars.
Nicholson had a little bit of a difficult time last week, Saturday, early on. Fumbled the ball a couple times. It was slick. The rain conditions weren't the best. Running conditions weren't the best because of the rain. But tonight we're going to be looking for, hopefully, a new, re-energized Nicholson. Tarpey's been nothing less than excellent thus far this season.
We've witnessed a wonderful Wildcat team this year, no doubt, Coach. Tarpey's rolling to the near side, and he had a good little pass there on a button hook to Axelrod, but it maybe only got a yard.
Axelrod is one of his top receivers. Two-way player, plays safety and wide receiver, and he's been doing a phenomenal job. First play of the game last week, he went for a bomb pass, post that scored, and then the second play, Tarpey again hit his wide receiver, I think it was Malik Ross, for a touchdown. So let's see if they can grab that magic in a bottle again.
Shotgun, Tarpey handoff, and excellent penetration again by the Cougars. And very strong hands, won't let go, and Nicholson's caught for about a 4-yard loss, and Evanston's going to have to punt, 3 and out.
Nice defensive stand by the Cougars. Conant seems to be much faster to the ball than Taft Eagles and Wheaton North tonight. They showed some pretty good defensive schemes. Let's see if that can continue on. Hopefully the Kits can figure that out.
Here's the punting unit for both teams. First couple minutes of action. Oh, and it's almost blocked. Evanston lucky to get it away. And it takes a Wildcat bounce down to about the 21-yard line, 22-yard line. And that's where the Cougars will take over with their first possession.
Very minimal wind tonight as we look to the north corner of the end zone. The flag is barely moving, unlike the last few weeks where the wind has been a big factor. Well, actually, the wind is actually picking up just a tad as I spoke.
It's just windy in the north end zone, but not the south end zone, Coach. Here we go, first down for the Cougars as they'll go in a bit of a pro formation, rather single back under center, man in motion. Here's a dive play and a lot of daylight there, and that's good for about 10.5, 11 yards, and Cougars will move the sticks on first down.
Conant again is a 2-0 football team, so again they're clearly accustomed to winning right now. As we can see, nice little play up the middle, created a big hole, and now the kids got to make sure that they can hold that line tough.
Here's the play fake and around the end, and he caught an edge and lost a couple yards.
A lot of misdirection movement plays. Let's see what we can do in regards to the passing here.
2nd and 12 for the Cougars on their own 30-yard line. Again, a tight formation under center, single back, and up the middle. Good wrap up, and he's tied up at the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard. That'll bring up a 3rd and long for the visitors. After an excellent play on first down, Evanston's had their number the past 2 plays.
Kitts' defense has been stellar thus far in the first 2 games. Again, their strength is in their defensive backfield. You have Axelrod, Ross. Let's see what happens.
Here's the snap, rolling to the near side. He's got a man open. He's got one man to beat, but
play.
An excellent tackle. And he stopped short of the first down. After a gain of about 8, he's going to be 2 yards short. Lamore with the tackle, and that was a wonderful open field nap. Wrapped him up nicely, textbook tackle there. And he'll go back to receive the punt as well. And the punting units for both teams on 4th and 3. Cougars on their own 40-yard line. The temperature going down ever so slightly.
Much different than last week, so almost 90 degrees last week at the start of the game.
Here's the snap, the punt is up, and good hang time. And here's Lamore.
Got a little bit of a lane there.
He's got a lane, and he's out across to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by Lamore. Cut up and found a little space in daylight and got about 15 yards, received it at the 30 and made a nice little cutback and took it up to about the 45-yard line. So it should be nice field position, almost midfield for the kids. Again, Chris, you got to look for just what the kids, it's almost like 2 boxers sparring here. They're trying to feel each other out, see what each team has to give and offer, both defense and offense. And right now, let's see if the kids start to air it out on the first play. Let's see if they throw the ball.
Shotgun formation for Tarpey. 2 wide, single back. Evanston's 2nd possession, a little pitch left, and he cuts it back into the inside, and we've got a flag on the play, and that's going to bring it all the way back, and this is all for naught, as he might even score, but it's not going to be a touchdown, as Evanston will bring it back. The flag was on the play, and let's see what the officials have to say. It looked like an illegal block. And it is a push in the back, and indeed it's coming all the way back.
Looks like on 31.
Wild kids can't believe it, but the flag came out, and it looked like there was a bit of a collision there, Coach. I can't say the flag wasn't for naught. Big play, though, taken away from the Wildcats, and the air just came out of this stadium as everybody was brought to their feet.
Nice cutback by Nicholson. Again, he has that ability to go one way and then on a dime cut back and make a nice, really a big play right there. It's unfortunate the kids are going to end up losing 7 or 6 points. So,
and now it's 1st and forever for the kids here as the touchdown's taken away and the ball's all the way back on their 35-yard line.
My old good friend Cassius Barnes would say first and dodge.
Man in motion, here's the snap. Little halfback zone, and oh my, there's no room there as he was met with authority at the line of scrimmage. Wow, what a hit. That was a collision, Coach.
Yes, indeed it was. You know, you're looking at a 3-4 setup, which means that they're having a lot of, again, 4 linebackers going to the ball. They only have 3 down linemen. And I'm going to say this about Conant. They're very quick to the football. They're very quick. They end up getting people in space, and they're making good tackles, which is a credit to their defense.
During warm-up, I thought Evanston looked like they were going to be outside or outsize them, but so far they've been not as quick. And there we go, a little swing-out pass, and that's good for only a couple yards as the Cougars are right there.
Nice play, good tackle again on Nicholson. 3rd and long, or as they would say, 3rd in church. Very fast to the ball, though, Chris. They are very fast. I got to give these Cougars credit. They are gang tackling, and they're not letting Nicholson get anything in space, which is to their credit.
3rd and 19 for the kids.
All right.
3 wide receivers, single back. Here's Tarpey gauging the defense. The snap. Again, they're going to play it safe with a handoff up the middle. And it looked like he fumbled it, Coach. And
no,
he did, but it looks like Evanston got it back. As you see the referee throwing the marker, the ball hit the ground for sure. Evanston able to recover, but that'll make it 4th and maybe 25 as the punting unit comes on the field.
Great play. Great play. Again, Conant was not fooled by the draw play. They're expecting, you know, the unexpected, and that's to their credit.
Here's the snap
well,
again,
they're getting close. Yeah, they're getting close.
And the fair catch is waved for and well taken by Conant, and they'll start on their own 39-yard line with their 2nd possession.
So we've had 3 change of possessions thus far. Only 1 first down thus far, and it looks like this could be an epic defensive battle tonight, Coach.
Certainly so far, neither team able to solve the other's defense. And we'll see what Conant has on hand with their 2nd possession.
Beautiful night for football, by the way, Chris. Talk about night and day difference from last week Friday. Boy, I thought we were going to end up like Noah's Ark.
With a handoff up the middle, a little neck tackle, but that's good for 5. It was that rainy, Coach, and Benjamin Franklin was here flying his kite as well, looking for electricity.
Yes, he was. That heat lightning, as we would say. the infamous heat lightning. That, you know, I can't let you off the hook on that one, brother.
Hey, you know, I explained it to you later, though. Heat lightning is a real thing, and they talk about it in the South, and it's when the lightning happens in a far-off distance, but the thunder, the sound dissipates before it gets to the viewer.
All right.
And that is referred to as heat lightning.
Ooh, nice play.
Oh, and stuffed. What a play by the Kits as we discuss the weather, and that's a loss of 4. Big play by Evanston.
Nice play by number 24. Chapman just really just kind of plugged it, just ran right through the hole and got him. Game is moving quickly, about 5.5 to go in the first quarter, Coach. What's the over? What's the over/under that we're out of here before 9:30?
You're buying us Poochies, Coach. 3rd and 9 for the visitors.
No, you got it. You got it first. Tell me what it is.
Here we go. And Conant looking to solve, man in motion, and up the middle they go again. But Evanston positioned very well and wrapped up, maybe good for a yard. And not taking any chances is this Cougar offense. They seem complacent to just try and run it up the gut, and if they don't, they'll punt it away as they feel confident in their defense.
All right, over under 9:30. What's your call?
Oh, Coach, we have a good football game on hand, Coach.
Oh, come on, man. I'm saying
here's
it's moving
the snap,
fast.
the punt.
Ooh,
And almost penetration again. Another nice kick.
Come on.
Fielded at about the 20.
Nice. Got a little space to run.
Coming across the field, but he's wrapped up across the 25 to the 27-yard line, where Evanston will take over. 4:33 remaining in the first quarter, and we're scoreless here in Evanston. Murney Lazier Field at Memorial Stadium. I'd like to give a big hello to Alexis out there, watching the game in the comfort of a home with her 3 animals, Jerry and the Tomcats.
All right, Alexis, hello. Got to give a shout out to my girl Vicky in Elmhurst. She's with her 2 girls, Bear and G-Girl.
What up to our posses?
You got it.
Here we go. The snap. Tarpey under center. He's going to play fake. He's got a man open on the near side.
Nice
well
play.
taken and across the 40-yard line for a first down.
Nice job. Little play action. Fake handoff, rolled out to his left side and hit Miller on a beautiful play. Miller is going to be a spectacular player. I was just talking to one of the coaches. Only a sophomore, Chris, and he works harder than any kid in the program from what I heard.
Awesome play there, Coach, as Evanston gets a much-needed first down as they had been held cold there.
First down of the game for the Kits, by the way, FYI.
Cold, indeed. Clock continues to tick, approaching 4 minutes in the first. Handoff up the middle, and we've got another flag on the play, which will be an illegal block, but he really paid for that carry as Nicholson stood up and really hit hard.
Just got to be careful again, Chris, about the penalties. Penalties could be damaging, and as we indicated earlier, Kits had a touchdown taken off the boards, brought all the way back, and now they're going to be penalties declined by Conant. Well, that'll be second and about 12. Just got to be careful. The key tonight could be your third. You got offense, defense, and then you also have your special teams. This could be the difference maker in the game tonight.
3rd and 12, big third down, as it looks like the Cougars are going to bring the blitz as the corner pinches in. It's a fake, and he spins it out, and that play wasn't going anywhere, even if it was completed, Coach. It looked like Tarpey almost threw it away as it was well covered on that side, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Chris, we got a ball game tonight.
We do indeed, Coach. We thought Evanston might be able to handle Conant. As we looked at the schedule today, Evanston, everybody here in town was talking about 3-0.
Sometimes you
so
can,
far, Conant's been up for the task.
Yeah, sometimes you can overlook or sometimes take for granted your opponent, and that is a death sentence.
Tarpey shotgun. He's got 3 men in routes. Good
nice
pass
play
there. And he's going to be
down.
good. He might be short, Coach. Let's see where they mark him.
Nice play. Little in, button hook pattern by Lamore. And Lamore, I think, is close enough. They might have to bring the sticks outs to measure this. Let's see if it's a first down. Let's see where they mark him. I thought he got to the first down marker. It looks as though they're going to have to bring out the chains on this one, Chris.
Yeah, he looked a little shy to me, Coach, and they marked him shy indeed. And the Evanston offense stays on the field. They're going to take a timeout here.
I disagree. I thought he made it. I thought that was a poor spot. I thought that was a poor spot. Can we get that? William, can you run that one more time, please?
Buzz is going to take a timeout for the Kids as we have a break on the field. 3:16 remaining in the first quarter. Still scoreless in Evanston. Here's a look at that play again. It's well taken and a good route and an excellent catch.
Let's see his.
And he looks down there, Coach.
Right there.
He looks shy to me, Coach. But
I don't know. I look like that was a bad spot.
Nonetheless, no video review here as we want Coach Buzz to be able to throw the red handkerchief. But that's not going to happen for us today. Second week in the books here at Evanston Township High School, and everybody in good spirits.
So here's the big thing right now. They called a timeout. Clearly they're going to be going for this. The play that you're going to need to make sure is that I'm sure that they're thinking that they're going to be stacking up for Nicholson. You got 4th and maybe a half a yard. Let's see what the kids do. Do you do the quarterback sneak, quarterback keeper, or do you give it to Nicholson, your bread and butter?
4th down, Tarpey in the shotgun. Here's the handoff up the gut, and he's good for about 6 or 7, and a first down for Evanston.
Nice play. Just go to your bread and butter. You can't get too cutesy when you need a couple yards. Ask the Seattle Seahawks during the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots. They should have ran your guy, the big man.
Yeah, let's not talk about Walter Payton not getting a touchdown in the Super Bowl. First down for the Kits here in Cougar territory. Fake handoff, a man got him in the seam.
Nice play.
First down, Kits down to the 20-yard line or inside the 25. Down to the
Nice
19, Coach. Evanston's going to go for the hurry up as Tarpey's got 3 wide. Shotgun, here's the snap. Handoff, a little halfback zone. And as he tried to bounce it back the other way, he's tied up and brought down. Clock continues to tick, 2:39 remaining.
Nice little hurry-up play by the Kits, though.
Excellent drive by Evanston, obviously their best of the game so far. Still scoreless here at Memorial Stadium. The terraces continue to fill up with supporters below us. A wonderful atmosphere inside the stadium tonight. Here are the Kits.
Myers
bunch formation, Tarpey, shotgun, the snap, pitch to the right. Oh, and he's wrapped up for a loss of 5, and the Cougars were all over that. As it looked like he might have wanted to throw it there, Coach, as he got the pitch, but
no, it was just a quick pitch.
Dialed out too quickly.
Quick pitch. Give Conant credit, they anticipated it. Now you got 3rd and about 15. And again, Zach Myers has been nothing less than excellent. I mean, he's got big size, nice target, great hands. I mean, I look to go him or maybe even Axelrod. They've got 2 or 3 dynamite receivers. Keep an eye on 37 and 82. Let's see if he goes, if Tarpey goes.
Evanston again keeping everything close to that inside box. Shotgun formation, fake pitch. Tarpey rolling to his right. The pass completed, but that's going to be short of the first down by about 5 yards.
Again, not much wind as you were looking at the flag in the north end zone. Do you go for the field goal or do you go for
4th and 5 here, and I would certainly kick the field goal if you had enough confidence in your kicker, as I don't really believe in this modern era of always going for the touchdown. I say take the points and take the lead of the game. But it looks like the Evanston offense is going to stay on the field. And Tarpey's getting the play from the coach. 1:14 remaining in the first quarter.
I think you got to pass here. Last time they tried to get too cutesy and hand it off, and they were stuffed.
4th and 6. Finally, Evanston spreading it a little wide. 2 wide. Shotgun formation, Tarpey. Fake handoff into the seam. Oh, and he got a hand on it but couldn't bring it down, and Evanston turns the ball over on the 15-yard line, Coach. And I think a wasted opportunity. I do believe you got to take the field goal opportunity there.
Well, give Coach Buzz credit, though, for at least showing a little guts. But as they say,
no guts, no glory, Coach. You're right about that.
Yep.
But no points, no victory either. You need a 3 points. You would have liked 3 points there. You would have loved 7, but 3 would have been nice.
Yes.
Here's the snap as the Cougars take over, first down. And good rush by the Kids, sacked for a 5-yard loss down to the 10-yard line.
Nice play.
Evanston defense.
Cameron Cole, that's my guy. Nice play. He was injured. Cameron was injured for the last 2 weeks, and he's excited to have him in class for law class, and he is really pumped up for tonight's game. He's telling me that he was just chomping at the bit. He had an injured knee, and he said he's back and ready to go, and that was nice to see that he's a nice big hit for a sack. Nice job. Shut it off a defender and made a huge hit. Great job by Cameron.
Under a half minute to play in the quarter. Man in motion for the Cougars. And again, a little counter play up the middle, and that's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe for an extra 2, gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 8. That'll be the last play of the first quarter, Coach.
Nice play by the Kits again. Their defense has been spectacular this year. Got to give your hats off to those linebackers and D-backs too, and then the defensive line too's done a nice job.
At the end of 12 minutes of play, Evanston Township 0, Conant Cougars 0 themselves. Neither team is, well, I was just about to say neither team's had a big chance, but Evanston just drove the ball deep and they turned it over at the 15, but now it's a big sack and Conant's faced with a big 3rd down.
Yes, again, Eddie Connolly's done a nice job this year. If you see him right there, just talking to his troops out at midfield right now. And again, big play. This could send Conant punting the ball deep in their own territory, and that will put the Kids again in great field position, hopefully to punch it in. So let's see what happens here. Let's see. Conant hasn't really thrown the football much tonight either, Chris.
Indeed, you're right about that, Coach. They've kept it pretty close to the vest, and most of their damage has been up the middle on simple dive plays.
So I was asking you the beast mode. What made you think of the Peyton of all things? Or that game I was thinking about is the Patriots and the Seahawks. Remember that Super Bowl?
Oh, you're talking about not handing it to the beast.
Yes.
Indeed, another tremendous error in coaches outthinking themselves.
Here we go.
Oh, and that's going to be
boy.
offsides. It looked like Evanston jumped. And the first play
Stay
of the
disciplined.
second
Stay
quarter.
disciplined, Chris. You got to stay disciplined. So that's the 4th penalty tonight on the Kits. And it's, again, not going to really hurt them as much, but it gives them 3rd down now. Instead of a long, it's going to be a 3rd down and about 4, which are 3, which means that the play calling is going to be much different. You got to, now you can run the football for your 1st down. Big thing.
Conant under center, the snap and a
wow.
quick pitch, but there's daylight on that side as the quarterback was hit really hard as he pitched it, but the huge gain, the biggest play of the day for the Cougars, good for about 23 yards out past the 45-yard line.
Just a quick pitch, nice little play, and again, they just barely. Quick pitch there. All right, you with us here? The next play's coming up. Another quick pitch again. Oh, missed tackle.
Another daylight as the coach sees room. Could be a late hit as Evanston kept pushing him out of bounds. The coach for Conant might see something now as that's 2 straight sweep plays to the right, pitched plays to the right, and they've had success.
Gallimore's been the anchor of that defensive line, number 90. He's really clogging up holes, and they're going away from him. Troy Gallimore, again, 6'1", 235 senior, and he has been a stout defensive lineman for the Kits. I like the way that Conant is running. A lot of misdirection, a lot of quick pitches.
2nd and 3 up the middle again, and that'll be good for a 1st down after a gain of 3.5.
Pulaski is the quarterback for the Conant Cougars. 6'1" senior, 165 pounds. Looks like he's got good control of this offense. He's moving the football on this drive and seems to have he's exuding a lot of confidence. So let's see what happens here. The Kid's got to make a stand here.
Have a look at that replay. You see Conant now pushing into Evanston territory. It's a quarterback keeper, a little option play, and
fumble.
Good for about 4 or 5 yards.
Fumble.
Evanston reacting as if they've got it.
Yep,
Let's
they
see
got
what
it.
The signal is.
Yes, it
is Evanston football.
Let's see what happens here. See on the replay what we got here. He got hit really hard here, and it was stripped by
Evanston held him
Lemure.
up in the air,
Yes.
and the ball was stripped out. Really good play by the Evanston defense.
Yes, nice play by Lemure. Lemure got the ball, stood him up, and just, again, stripped him of the ball. So that's big because the Cougars were moving the football, Chris. They were making a nice little run, and now it looks like hopefully the Kids can use that as a momentum swing.
I agree, Coach, but again, a strange call for the Cougars as they're doing so much damage with the running back, and then you have a call where the quarterback's going to keep it up the middle, and he fumbles. Why not just keep giving it to your big guy and plow away?
Well, I think the one thing that we saw in that drive was they were mixing it up with a lot of different runs with different players and that's what I think.
Tarpey under center, looking long. He's got his man, and it's PI as the safety drifted over and was cut down. He was, and that'll be pass interference. Excellent play by the kids to set up that pass, and there'll be a first down in the discussion for the kids.
Officials are talking it over. Initially, the side judge was talking to the back judge, indicating that if the ball was even catchable, and the back judge indicated yes, it was. So that's a first down. That's a 10. Is that 15 yards?
Yes, sir. NFL, it will be at the spot of the foul. In
Correct.
high school and college, it is a 15-yard penalty. First down for the kids down here to the Cougars' 45-yard line. 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Still scoreless here in Evanston. Tarpey, shotgun, 2 running backs, 3 wide.
Beautiful.
Let's see what trickery they have here, Coach.
Twins out to the right.
Handoff up the middle and spreading them out created a lane as they couldn't crowd the box, and Evanston moves the sticks.
Nice little play, little sprint draw to Nicholson.
Here's a look at the replay. Evanston looked like in a different formation there, but essentially calling the same halfback dive, and Cougars weren't ready for it. And it was good for 10.
Thus far, they've been done a nice job of preventing Nicholson from really exploding, but that was the first big play of the night for Nicholson, where he's got more than 5 yards on that carry. Here we go again.
Up the middle, and the Cougars bring him down after a gain of a couple.
Shout out to the offensive line of the Wildcats. Again, they've been very good thus far, opening up big holes for Nicholson in the first 2 games. But again, as we get into the heart of the schedule and you get better teams, we're going to see this line tested. And tonight they've been tested. Conan's been very quick to the ball with their 3-4 defense, linebackers roaming around, and they're very quick. So let's see if those down linemen can get some hats on some bodies.
Tarpey, low snap, and that threw the timing off the play just ever so slightly. And
Chris, that was a great point. I got to tell you. That's a timing play. When the ball goes low, that's not going to be helpful for the receiver and the quarterback. Izzy Lobin looks like he's not doing, he's holding his arm there. I hope he's okay. Number 73, big
Tarpey.
Right tackle.
Tarpey getting the play from Coach Buzz. A big 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. Out here at about the 33-yard line. You would have to think this was 4-down territory here if they don't lose any yards or get a couple, as they went for it before, and they're certainly not in field goal range. Here's Tarpey, shotgun. 3 wide. Halfback dive, and that'll be good across the 25 for a first down.
Nice play. Again, another sprint draw. Very successful early on. Running behind the big boy, Q ball. Big Daddy, I call him Quentin Ivory. Had him in class last year. And coach, his specs on him, you're talking about a big man.
Huge replay there. Almost a late hit on the block, but unchecked it was, and Evanston will move the sticks.
6'4", 350 pounds is Ivory. That's NFL, baby.
That's a big young man. Tarpey under center, 3 wide, 2 backs. Here's a halfback dive again, and daylight galore. Good for another 12 yards inside the 15-yard line.
Nice job. Pulled them some tacklers. Again, a little bit of a different runner this time. Been running Nicholson, and now you get a little set of fresh legs, 32. Sion Miller-Smith. Look out for Axelrod on the far side.
Here's the snap, up the gut again, and a chunks of yardage
Nice job
inside
by
the
Smith.
5 to the 3-yard line.
Sion Smith, Miller Smith is doing a nice job giving Nicholson a little bit of a break, and he's carrying runners. Very strong legs, fresh legs always help out, Chris.
Evanston starting to wear down this Cougar defensive line. 8:42 remaining in the first half. Tarpey under center. 3 wide, up the gut again, and this time Conant is there. That's a loss of a couple, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and goal from the 5.
Just an interesting point. Some defensive coaches and coordinators talk about tackling the football, going and trying to strip that football. One of the best ones ever played for the Chicago Bears. His name was Peanut Tillman, and he was a master at just tackling and hitting that ball and punching that ball free.
The peanut punch, Coach.
The peanut punch, that's right. And we're seeing a lot of that tonight. Lamore did it early in the quarter here, and now we're seeing Conant really try to tackle that football. As a running back, you gotta protect it.
Shotgun formation, 2 wide. Tarpey shotgun. It's a pitch to the left. There's room and one tackler to beat, and he can't. Rubbed off the block, but down to the 1-yard line. That'll bring down a 3rd and goal at the 1. Big tackle there, Coach.
Yes. Nice job by Miller Smith just to really cut to the outside, create some space. And now you got your horse and Nicholson coming in. Look for him to be the guy they go to.
Clock continues to tick, approaching 7 minutes remaining in the first half. 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Evanston out of the snap.
Do you bet the house it goes to Nicholson?
I think you got to keep going up the gut, Kier. No reason to throw it at all. 3 wide. Tarpey. The snap. The handoff. Up the gut. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Nice play. Nice solid drive. Nice solid drive by the Kits today.
Way to finish it off, Evanston, with some smash mouth football. And Evanston will take the lead 6-0 about midway through the second quarter. Quadre Nicholson put his shoulders down and plowed through that defensive line and hit pay dirt for the Wildcats.
Nice job again. Solid play calling by the Kits.
Extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, but the snap was high, but the holder did well to get it down. And a much needed point for the Kits. 7-0 Evanston.
Giving a shout out to our guy, Mr. William Jenkins, Roll Tide, Kathy Weidman. They do the best job in the business. They make us look good, Chris.
You're right about that, Coach.
And that's hard to do. When you make the two of us look good, that's you're doing some serious business there.
Hey, you speak for yourself, baby. I'm just kidding. What a drive by the Kids, and 7-0 lead here.
Oh, I like your sweater. Crazy Horse? Nice. Where'd you get that from?
At the show.
What show is that?
Neil Young.
Nice.
Yeah, my boy used to be the LD for him, man. Rest his soul.
Nice job. What did you have before the game tonight? What did you munch on?
Oh, you know what? I just had some leftover Jets pizza at the pad.
Nice. We got to talk a little pizza after this. #1 pizza place in the area. Where do you go for your go-to pizza?
Oh, Michelini's, which is my throwback favorite pizza place. It used to be on Central Street.
Oh, I know
in the
Michelini's.
70s and
I
80s.
remember that. Now, my spot is Pequod's.
Oh, I know a lot of people. I don't like. I mean, Pequod's is all right.
Yeah, burnt
I can
crust.
dig it.
All right, here we go.
Here's the kickoff, well taken by Evanston. And fielded at the
wow.
1, but there's daylight around this edge, and Evanston covers it well, but not before the Cougars bring it out past the 30.
Nice tackle. Saved a big run back. He looked like, again, the big thing when you're running down and playing on the kickoff team is to stay in your lane. Bellman with a nice, tackle there. Could have could have been something big if that didn't happen.
You're right. He looked like he had a lot more daylight, and I thought he cut it back into the interior of the field too quickly. He should have just kept going for the edge and might have been able to hit the corner.
Yep.
Here's Conant. Let's see how they respond after going down. And again, that pitch is taken, and there's too much room on that edge. And a good tackle, but not before it's a gain of 15. Somebody is missing their assignment in the middle of the field, Coach, as the Conant quarterback is getting crushed.
Yeah, see, the quarterback there, Pileski, turned to the official and said that he got hit in the top of the head there. But still, the person that's missing the assignment is the outside linebacker. They're getting sucked in, and they're giving a lot of yardage. That was a big play. That was about a 15, almost a 20-yard pickup.
Big play, Coach, but somebody's the guard in there for the Conant's got to do better. This quarterback isn't going to last.
Well, the thing is the guard is pulling out on that pitch sweep. And again, there we go. We got it sucked in here.
More daylight again on the near side and a gain of 5 yards.
They're clearly seeing there is space to run on that outside there. And you got to be careful if you're the Kits that you're not getting sucked into these plays and allowing space on the perimeter.
Well, the Cougars have certainly seen space on the perimeter, and they're starting to seize it as they are now into Evanston territory. Under 6 minutes to play in the first half.
Beautiful night for football, Chris.
Sure is, Coach. Wonderful to be here with you, watching Wild Kid football on the North Shore. Cougars under center, fumble, and the Wildcats try to get on top of it, and they signal they got it. Evanston gets it back, and Conant really an unforced error there, hurting themselves, and the turnover gets to Evanston.
Second fumble by the quarterback.
He was really channeling Rex Grossman on that play, Coach. Maybe a Cade McNown. I don't know what was happening there.
Was it McNown No, he was 8.
They were both number 8. It was terrible.
God. Yeah. God, sexy Rexy, as they would say, right?
Rex is our quarterback. I just remember that line. And I love Lovey. Lovey was my man.
Took him to the Super Bowl.
Man, Kyle Orton should have played in that Super Bowl, Coach.
When did Lovey go to the U of I? 3 years ago? 4 years?
Oh, longer than that, Coach.
Boy, they're giving him a lot of space.
Up the middle. Oh, you're right. It might only be 3-4 years. You're right. I think you're right about that.
He's struggling over there. Oof. He might not have. This might be his last year there.
Well, he's definitely should be working.
Yeah, good coach. Good coach. He is. I don't know if he's a college coach. Got to recruit. Got to get the horses in there.
Clock continues to tick. 2nd and 3. Here's the shotgun formation. Evanston's had success with this formation. A little off tackle counter. And that'll move the chains again as he stood up as they cross the 40-yard line into the Cougars' territory.
Now, again, as we were indicating earlier, this schedule this year is going to be a lot tougher than it has been in the past. Now, granted, they played Taft. Taft wasn't a world beater team, but you have, a much tougher schedule, and the Central Suburban League South is going to be, again, solid again.
Tarpey under center, play fake, looking up the field, and a nice little crossing route faced on the near side and into the, again, across the 30-yard line, first down Evanston.
Nice tackle.
Evanston looking confident on this drive. About 4 minutes remaining in the half. They would be very positive, Coach, to go into halftime with a 14-0 lead.
Good pace to the game here, Coach.
I agree. It's been very fluid. Here's the snap. Tarpey. And Conant trying to stuff it up the middle, but they can't do it. And again, a chunk of yardage for the Wildcats running game down to about the 20-yard line.
Nicholson on the sprint draw has been very successful tonight. Has had nice pickups. Again, he is a marked man by the Conant Cougars.
Look at that blocking, Coach, as he got that counter play, number 32, with an amazing block as Conant was blasting through the line of scrimmage. And excellent line work by Evanston, as you say.
This will be nice. Nice little top cherry on the top of that sundae if they can score.
Tarpey shotgun, 3 wide. Up the gut again. And keeps his legs moving down to about the 15-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Evanston sticking with their bread and butter here, keeping it on the ground and grinding out yardage. Little smash mouth football always made me feel better, Coach.
Yes. Yes, go with what you go with. And that's the lady who took you to the dance. You got to stay with her. Famous Al McGuire line.
But is the NFL so peaceful now that a smash mouth is not politically correct anymore, Coach?
Really?
I'm just kidding.
Come on.
Here's the snap. Up the middle.
Oh, nice play by Nicholson.
Good rub off that hit. And he got about 3 yards. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the half. And that'll bring up second down.
Myers got taken out of the game, and just was watching that last replay, and he got hit from behind. That's always dangerous when you got somebody rolling in behind you.
You're right about that, Coach. They can take out your legs. Tarpey under center, 2nd and 7, under 2 minutes to play in the half. Play fake, looking to throw.
Oh,
time, almost sacked, and it's tipped up off the hands.
Boy, he came off the edge.
And almost should have been caught there, Coach. Here's a look at the replay. And it's
just watch number 5 from Conant coming off the edge right there, 50. Beats Lobin. Lobin, if he would have just pancaked them down, that would have been easier. But that caused
Tarpey had his man on the flank and threw it maybe slightly high to his receiver across the middle, but still a completion they would have loved to have. 3rd and 7, minute 47 remaining in the half. Let's see what they pull out of the playbook here. I think you throw it again, Coach. Tarpey. Handoff, trying to get some yards back, and he'll be short of the first down, down to about the 9-yard line. That'll bring up 4th.
4th and about 1.5 yards, I think, or 2 yards.
And Tarpey getting the play from Coach Buzz. A huge call here as the clock continues to tick. Let's not forget it's youth football night here at Memorial Stadium.
Yes.
As you can see, the
crowding
young footballers starting to fill up that north end zone. Tarpey now out of the shotgun, approaching a minute, and the Kits are going to take a timeout. That's a good timeout, Coach. Get everything in order on this 4th down.
Attention. All youth football programs.
As we approach halftime, now might be a good time to turn on the oven and put in your favorite frozen pizza and pour an ice cold glass of water.
PG, Coach. Keep it PG, Chris.
Water and pizza, Coach.
Or you can always go Sprite.
Indeed. Soda pop is a delightful thing if you enjoy it.
I'm an iced tea guy myself.
Yeah.
Special shout out to all of the ETHS alumni who have come here tonight.
Again, a beautiful evening for football. Lovely that you're all joining us. Thank you for supporting Evanston football. It's been a very tight first half. Evanston with just a 7-0 lead, but they're threatening here.
Big play. 4th and 2 with about minute 7 would be a nice way to, again, finish this half 14-0. Let's see what the kids are going to do. Again,
4th and 2, shotgun formation, 2 wide, single back. The snap, Tarpey's going to throw, coffin corner, and he's wrapped up, and that'll be good for a first down. But
nice
the
play.
clock could keep going, and a really nice catch, but they still haven't hit pay dirt.
So you got it. The clock stops when they change the for 10-yard or for a first down.
Here's a look at the replay. Tarpey was going to go that way the whole time, and
Just
a really good tackle. As luckily, no one was hurt there, as a couple bodies were stretched in very awkward ways. Got to keep these student athletes' best health in mind. And it looks like the officials will talk something out as the clock shows 59.6 seconds remaining in the first half.
We don't have instant replay, so that's not what they're looking under the hood.
They're coming over here to have a word with Coach. And let's see what the discussion is about. They're talking about putting clock or taking the clock and getting it properly set. Again, youth football night here at Evanston.
Always fun to see that. I played football in my younger years. Skokie Raiders actually was my Pee-wee football team. We had the nicest looking uniforms around, baby. The silver and black.
Clock has started, 45 seconds. Tarpey shotgun off tackle.
Touchdown.
That's going to touchdown for the Wildcats on a really nice play.
Nice counter. Go with your horse, Nicholson. He'll carry you through. Nice job. Spectacular young guy. Have you ever got a chance to meet Quadri? Ever met him before?
Briefly, Coach, briefly.
Very, very nice young man. About as good as you get.
Well, that just makes their wonderful play on the athletic field secondary when they're excellent human beings, Coach.
You got it.
Here's the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up and good.
Nice job. 15. The field extra point's done a nice job. Yang. Ezra Yang. 14-0. Cougars coming all the way from Hoffman Estates, Chris.
That's a trek, Coach.
It's no doubt part of the Mid-Suburban East Conference.
You got to give it to the Wildcats. They've handled business here in the first half.
Where's our guy Mike, our other filmer?
I think he's got the day off, Coach.
Well, that's got to be a nice job. Get the day off.
After a stalemate first quarter, Evanston sort of taking control here, 14-0, with under a minute remaining in the first half. Just what you want from the kids. As Conant came in here to play and were very quick to the ball early on, but Evanston's been able to smash mouth football and grind out some scores.
Well, that was a big, big play. When you're going into the half now, 14-0. Hopefully, again, nothing silly on the kickoff here. They almost broke one last time.
Fielded at the 2 and wrapped up at about the 17-yard line. Good coverage by the Wildcats.
A lot of extracurricular activity. I don't know if you noticed that.
There has been, Coach, and you're not talking about the chess club.
Oh, boy. I'm going to keep lobbing them to you. You hit them out of the park.
We'll just keep having some fun here tonight. It's a beautiful evening, Coach. Always a pleasure to chat through the game with you. No, it has gotten a little aggressive on the field.
Yeah,
post
little
whistle down there.
extra hitting going on. And I noticed the officiating has been more of a, they're talking, okay, that's it. We're going in.
Conant seems content to take a knee, and rather than maybe turn it over and give Evanston another shot, they're going to take a knee and send this game into halftime. And as the clock ticks down, let's give a big round of applause to our Wildcats. 14-0. Halftime here at Evanston. We've got a 20-minute halftime show as We'll show you the tribute to youth football as well as the ETHS marching band and pom kits. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back, but please stay tuned and stay tuned in for the halftime show.
All right, fans, please turn your attention to the north end of the field where we are recognizing our youth football programs in the area. Give a warm welcome to the Junior Wildcats. Founded in 1994 as a grassroots youth mentoring and football organization, the Evanston Junior Wildcat football program is part of the Central Suburban Youth Football League, which is now comprised of teams from North Shore of Illinois. The Junior Wildcat program strives to develop each participant's sense of self-esteem and community pride while teaching our three core values: academics, character, and teamwork. Another key element of the program is the educational and behavioral standards that each player is required to abide by in order to maintain eligibility within the program and to ensure that they follow a successful path into high school and beyond. The Junior Wildcats have helped develop more than 50 players throughout the ETHS football program, including varsity players Ben Kirby, Michael Iceru, Izzy Logan, Quadre Nicholson, Sawyer Brown, Troy Gallimore, Colin Owen Chapman, Danny White, and even freshman head coach Jake Rody. Safety Himrod serves as the director with his wife, Darlisa Himrod, as director of cheerleading, and Tyler Davis and Reginald McKinney serving as co-heads of football operations. Give it up for the Junior Wildcats. Next up, the Chargers. Founded in 1959, the High Ridge Chargers have been serving our community for 59 years and will be celebrating their 60th anniversary next year. The Chargers provide an opportunity for boys and girls ages 5 to 14 to learn American football, the cheerleading and fun, structured environment that places a high priority on teamwork, discipline, responsibility, and invaluable benefits of being a student athlete. Some of the core values and objectives are to foster and encourage community pride through local youth athletics, to elevate the standards of the dependent level of youth sports, and to promote the advancement of scholastic importance through sports. The Chargers is the oldest and traditionally richest youth football organization in the Chicagoland area, having won multiple national championships, Midwest championships, conference championships, and college bowl games. They have helped over 10,000 children from diverse ethnic, religious, and socio-economic backgrounds to provide a healthy that keeps over 200 kids off the street and on the field each year. The Chargers have developed many football players, cheerleaders, and politicians in each over the years. Sam Robinson serves as general manager, with Melissa Williams as the director of operations. Miguel Stevenson is the secretary, Dave Gold is the treasurer, and Kiara Brown is the cheer coordinator. Mr. Smith, Chris Nichols, and Demetrius Johnson are the head coaches for the 8U, 10U, and 12U teams. Next up, Evanston Lightning. Evanston Lightning football was started by two former Northwestern football players, Quentin Daly and Sidney Stewart, who have a deep passion for youth and football. Our motto is, it's more than just football. Check them out Saturday, September 8th at 3 p.m. at ETHS. Coaches in attendance are Amber and Greg Sims. Making the Moocher, stormy weather, and it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. The group will feature vocalist Howard Godfrey, backed by members of ETHS, AD Choir, led by Mary Teresa Reed. Tonight, we are excited to bring you our next installment of our Night at the Savory Show. Drum majors Audrey Beatrice, Ray Miller, Ulu Fritas, and Avery Davis. Is your band ready to take the field for performance? Ladies and gentlemen, and now, please enjoy the show.
Come on in, you guys.
All right, fans, you know what I want to hear?
Hey guys, I don't have any. Hey guys, just here at halftime we have the Evanston girls basketball team. Alongside of me is Amina Alexander, Tyler, Kayla, Delaney Brooks, and of course our big girl, and Bria. And Bria just recently just got an offer from Northern Illinois, so that was nice to hear. But we're looking for some big things this year out of these young ladies. To my left here is senior Amina Alexander. Any big news or anything looking forward to this season thus far?
I'm looking forward to blowing teams out.
Yeah. And then we'll just pass the microphone around here. Okay. And then what are we looking for in regards to the upcoming season, Tyler?
I'm really looking forward into beating teams.
Okay. Hand it over here. What are we going to be looking for as we come into the season and we see the Evanston girls Wildcats play this year? What are fans going to be expecting?
I think we're going to score a lot, and I think we just have better communication and team building this year.
Okay, good. Pass it over here. Delaney's been a player here now. This is senior year. As a senior, what are you looking for in regards to this upcoming season?
Definitely the new players we have, and just enjoying my last season.
Nice. And then Bria, how does it feel to be officially offered a scholarship at Northern Illinois?
It feels great. I'm happy, and I'm going to keep working hard to get more offers.
Good. Nice job. Any big last words before we go?
Go Kids!
Go Kids. Okay, thanks, guys.
Come to our games.
Come to our games, and we're starting in November, right? November. Second week
Go
in November.
Kids.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yes, support the girls varsity high school basketball team, as they are always in there slaying dragons without a doubt. Get more support for both basketball.
Kickoff. Cougars will receive. Wildcat fans, are you still with me?
Welcome back to the second half. We are live from Evanston, Memorial Stadium, Murney Lazier Field, and the Wildcats and the Cougars are taking the field for the final 24 minutes. The first half was sort of even in that first quarter, but Evanston took control and they have a 14-point lead. The Cougars will receive the second half kickoff. What's your outlook for the final couple stanzas here, Coach?
Hello? Hello? Yep. If the kids can continue to play like they have on the defensive end, I think it's going to be extremely important that, penalties and turnovers, as what we saw early in the first half, really took a couple key drives away from the Cougars. They fumbled the ball at midfield, and then they fumbled the ball inside close to the red zone, and those were two key turnovers. The kids have yet to turn the ball over yet. Uh-oh.
Good return,
wow.
And the Cougars out past almost to the 40-yard line.
Boy, two Wildcats collided at the 30-yard line right there. You see them down there shook up, and that's what you don't want to see. But again, two key turnovers, Chris, in the first half really cost the Cougars.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah,
they hit. You see that?
As you look at the replay, the two collisions, the collision between two Evanston players there was very violent, and I'm glad they're both okay.
But that's the key. Turnovers in the first half, Chris. You had, again, two fumbles that led, again, to Kit's points.
Here's
Nice
that run up the middle, and nothing doing for the Cougars there. Wow.
Nice play at the defensive line play.
Loss of 2. Second down.
They got Quentin Ivory playing both ways now. Kind of a plug nickel just to stop or gap up the area, and then it gives some freedom for the linebackers to roam.
Tight formation here for the Cougars, and it's a pitch left. There's some daylight on the edge, and cut back in, maybe a gain of 5. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7.
Got our good man Lance Jones. Big news from him. We're going to talk to him in a little bit. Signed with Southern Illinois. Looking for big things out of the boys basketball program this year again.
Third and 7. Ooh, and mishandled almost, but there's room.
Oh,
and
wow.
That's going to go the distance, Coach. Too much room. Acreage of space, and Conant breaks the shutout. 6 points for the visitors, and that's just what they needed here to start the second half, Coach.
Wow, talk about momentum shifting back over to the Cougars. Again, just kind of lost control of the football, and then he cut it back and found daylight right up the gut, and that is a touchdown. Wow, big play.
Coach, I do believe he went untouched.
Yep. Sometimes when you lose control of the football like that, defense lets up, and they clearly in that situation did.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's good. The lead is cut in half, and it's 14-7 now in favor of the Wildcats.
All right, we'll have a special guest, been in the news lately. Mr. Lance Jones. Lance, welcome to the show with Mr. May and myself. How does it feel to be a Southern Illinois Saluki now?
It feels amazing. It's just the whole process, things went good, and I just loved my commitment.
And what made you decide on Southern Illinois? I know there's a number of teams in that race and getting you. What made Southern Illinois the choice for you?
They just felt like family, and they stayed loyal throughout the whole process, even though it was a struggle. That just made my decision that much easier.
Good, good. And how are we going to be looking this year? You got a couple new faces in the program. Sounds like you got a guy who oversees an import from France. How does he look?
He looks amazing. Louis, we all have confidence in him. and I think this season is going to be great.
Nice. And then any big games on the schedule coming up that we need to be looking out for? Obviously, New Trier. You guys are traveling outside the state again, I take it? Where are you guys going?
For Christmas, we're going to Kentucky and Centralia in Illinois.
Oh, nice.
And early in December, we're going to participate in the Chicago Elite Classic.
Oh, wow. That's going to be good. Do you guys know who you're playing?
No, we don't.
Here's the kickoff as Conant kicks it back, and short kick it is. Fielded across the 25-yard line, and Conant wraps him up very well as the visitors gaining just a little momentum here.
You can clearly see that. Now, Lance, are you a big football guy? You like football yourself?
Somewhat. I'm just here to support my cousin.
Oh, who's your cousin?
Number 6, Gerard Lamore.
Oh, he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Lamore did a nice job early on, a nice big play. Looking at this upcoming season, is there anything that as fans come in, you guys came in 3rd place last year, great season last year, you expected, I know, high rankings, there are going to be some things, high expectations. What are we going to be, as a fan of the program, what are we going to be seeing from you guys?
Oh, we're going to be seeing a lot, but we can't reveal everything.
Gotcha.
It's just going to be a good season, and we're just going to have to work that much harder because we will have a target on our back.
Run up the middle for the kids, good for about a yard. Well, Lance Jones, it's always awesome to watch you play basketball, man. Just to keep, this isn't a goodbye. You can stay with us here, but we're looking forward to basketball season very much. You run a good show out there.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming up, big dog.
Thank you for having me.
All right, you got it.
You're the man, dude. 10 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter here. Evanston's first possession of the 2nd half. Shotgun formation, a little bit of halfback delay, and there's some room. Oh, and looks like he got tripped up after a gain of about 5. That'll bring up 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3.
One of the nice things about the kids from Evanston, having both of us being former Evanston grads, it's always good to see the youth coming up, and a guy like Lance Jones, really a solid young man, good community face, and you just only hope for the best for guys like that.
Seems like a very fine young man,
yeah,
coach,
he is.
And a
Good
hell of a basketball player as well.
Yes, played some big games last season for us.
3rd and 3 for the kids. Here's the snap. Tarpey rolling to his left.
Ooh, nice
Tough pass, and it was well thrown, but dropped. A bad drop.
Malik Ross missed it.
Ross is usually really good with those, but that time his hands let him down, and that'll bring out the punting unit.
Well, Chris, now we're getting into a spot where you don't want to be. You're punting the ball. Right now it's 14-7. The kids went 3 and out. And Conant has clearly got the momentum.
4 wide. This is the first time. Punting unit. It's the punting unit.
Oh, boy,
and almost a bad snap, almost blocked. Poor punt.
That's a flag.
And it hit the back of the Evanston player, and he's wrapped up. And a very strange
That's a
play
first
indeed.
down. That's a first down. That's a first down.
We've got a running into the kicker, don't we, Coach?
Running into the kicker, that's a first. Yeah, wrong way. He's got to point it to the other way.
The official is pointing.
Officials get a little bit
running into the kicker.
Discombobulated there. He's pointing at the wrong
Evanston.
side. Yeah, you can't run into your own self.
Conant looking confused. They don't know the flag on the field yet, and
they're very upset. Head coach from Conant is pacing that sideline like a tiger looking for his food right there. Look at him. He is really upset. First down, Kits. That's a big penalty. First big penalty of the game for the Cougars. They've been very relatively unscathed in regards to the penalties. And this was a big one. This gives life for the Kits.
And it looks like the football is being placed on the field. You need a ball to play.
Here we go. Yeah, there is no ball. We're trying. Oh, there he goes. The referee doesn't.
I do believe they marked off too much, and now they're finally marking it in the right spot. Very strange happenings here at Memorial Stadium. I think things are finally settled. 3 wide for the kids. Shotgun formation. First and 10 for the Wildcats. The snap and a halfback dive. And Ross is wrapped up after a 2-yard gain.
Nicholson is.
Excuse me, Nicholson.
Nicholson, yeah, that's okay. Nicholson, again, if I'm the Cougars going into halftime, I'm 100% positive they've game planned for that counter and the sprint draw that has been very successful. Let's see how well the kids can obviously change up a little bit what they're doing too. Time is moving.
Shotgun for the kids. 3 wide. Tarpey with the signals. Play action. Down the seam.
Nice
He's got
play.
his man.
Good play. Nice play action.
Gain
Ross,
of 27 yards.
Ross redeemed himself. Series before that missed a pass for a first down, and now makes a beautiful catch.
Wonderful play by the kids. Good play fake as that held up that linebacking core for the Cougars, and Evanston able to go over the top with a wonderful pass. Three wide for the kids. Tarpey again, shotgun. And nice little zone play, and got tripped up, but after a gain of about 4.
Well, Nicholson just is a high stepper, very strong runner. When he hits that hole, those legs are moving. I mean, he's got high knee action there, which is really good.
Second down for the kids. Make it 2nd and 7. Tarpey, pitch left.
Ooh, nice cutback.
And Nicholson.
Uh-oh. It looks like a flag on the play, and that looks holding. Yep, holding it is. Preliminary signal is holding. So now, again, you're moving yourself right back out of that position to score. Getting inching closer to that red zone, Chris, and now you're pushed back another 10 yards, and now you're almost at midfield.
That's a big penalty there, Coach. Let's see if Evanston can bounce back after being thrown backwards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 18. Or make it 2nd and 22.
2nd and church.
And the ball right on the E for Evanston. Let's see what they pull out of the playbook here. Tarpey again, 3 wide, shotgun, man in motion. Here's the snap, play fake, looking up the seam, and well defended this time by the Cougars. As Evanston tried to complete a similar play and nothing doing there. 3rd and long.
Nice play by number 27 of Conant. Got his hand up there, and again, just a little bit of a post pattern up the middle, and he got his hand on there, and all those tip balls are very dangerous. That leads to sometimes a potential pick 6. You get a tip, and then all of a sudden a safety comes along, snags that ball, and then you're off to the races. Anthony Wetchell with the nice little tip play right there.
Wild kids. 3rd down, 4 wide. Tarpey, the snap, another holding.
Oh boy! Oh, nice catch by Nicholson.
Good catch by Nicholson. Good for about 12 yards. Surprised there wasn't a holding penalty on that.
Tarpey
looks like there's a fumble too. Let's.
No, actually, that wasn't Tarpey. That's it's like Lobin's grabbing his left ankle there. That's not good. If your right tackle is holding his left ankle, that's not good.
Evanston offense going to stay on the field. 4th and 12 here. From the Conant,
you got to do it. You got to do
37-yard line. Well, I think your defense has played well enough, Coach, where you try and punt it and pin them deep. 4th and 12 is a lot of yards, Coach.
Yeah, they were at the 37. I would say that this is a good play, good call. I like this call.
Again, Coach, I'm sticking with the punt. Here's the 3 wide. Tarpey with the snap. Up the middle, down the seam, and that'll turn the ball over. Conant will start with good field position. Again, Coach, I still think you punt it there. Your defense has played very well tonight.
Well, I guess, you know, it's all a matter of perspective. I think that you got the ball in the 37. They're moving it. They want to make sure
But
that.
it's not 4th and 2, Coach. It's 4th and 12.
No, it wasn't 4th and 12.
It was.
No, it was 4th and 6. It was 4th and 6 on that.
Nonetheless, it's moot now. First down for the Cougars.
Got it. This is a big series for the defense.
Like a false start, but no call, and good for about 3 yards. Again, for me, Coach, it's a field position game. When it's a 14-7 game, you're talking about one score. You don't want to set the other team up with good field position.
Well, Pierre Rude actually had a huge run. 6'2", 175 senior had about almost a 60-yard run that last time. They're pitching it back to him again. Rude.
Very tight formation.
Nice job. The
barely
kids were
got
ready
back
for him.
to the line of scrimmage.
And again, Rude has been very good on the perimeter of this game, and that was a nice play. Again, nice adjustment by the kids' defense. Looks like they prevented, again, any damage.
And the pinch really stayed home there, and a good play by the end. Edge rusher. 3rd and 8 for the Cougars.
Boy, what does 7 days make? How much does 7 days make a difference in the weather here, huh?
Here's the snap. Cougars looking to throw. He's got a man.
Ooh, nice play. That's out of bounds.
And a first down. He got 1 foot down. Absolutely, Coach.
Did he really?
Yeah, you only need 1 foot, Coach.
I know. I don't think he got the 1 foot. Let me see that again.
Coach, come on. We got to go to the optometrist here.
I do need.
He
check my
definitely
eyes
got 1 foot down, Coach. Let's have
see.
a look at the replay as the quarterback rolling to his right. Here's the throw.
Oh, yep,
Great
you're
catch.
right. You got it.
Right on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, nice
Coach.
job. Good job.
First down for Conant.
Nice play by that receiver. Really good play.
Here's a pitch on a slight reverse, and well played by
Nice
the kids
job.
after a gain of 2.
Good discipline by the kids' defense there. I'm talking during the play. What's that?
And the clock continues to tick. 4 minutes now remaining in the 3rd quarter. Conant 2nd and 9. Cougars looking to tie the game. And maybe changing the play as there's 10 seconds remaining on the play clock. 2 wide for the Cougars, single back. Halfback dive and daylight up the middle. What a hit by the safety. And
Axelrod, boy, he came in like a runaway locomotive and just cleaned that guy's clock.
it was a big hit, Coach, but not until it was a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
Nice play by Axelrod, though. Could have saved the first down.
Here we go, the Cougars lining up, big 3rd down here.
Just
Little
looking for the
delay,
sideline to
coach.
see.
Here's the snap, pitch right, daylight, and that'll be good for a first down, or if not, he's just shy.
4th down, you go for it now.
Well, if it's 4th and inches, you absolutely go for it here, Coach. I think you just do a quarterback sneak and lean forward here. It's so close to that first down marker. When you give the center, puts his hand on the ball and lifts it up, it should be good for a first down. They don't need very much yardage here, Coach. 4th down, big play. Conant up the gut.
Oh, nice.
He's short, Coach. I think he got stopped short.
Nice play by the D. Great play, beautiful play. Let's see that. If we get that replay one more time and get a chance to look at, they really closed the gaps in.
I don't agree with taking the ball off the line of scrimmage there and handing it in the backfield. Just give it to the quarterback and lean forward. You only needed an inch.
24 and 34. Cameron
Really well played by Evanston.
Cameron Cole and 24 Colin Olek Chapman were on the play. Great job. Shed the tacklers and prevented a first down. Big play defense.
Here's the snap for Tarpey. He's got his man in the middle of the field and juggled and incomplete.
Gotta give the Conan Cougars some credit here. Their D-backs have been very good. They've not allowed any big plays in regards to passing. Most of the stuff has been kind of ground and pound for the kids, and a couple key turnovers, and that's where they're at right now. I mean, you gotta give Conan defense some credit tonight, because the kids have been lighting it up from the passing game last 2 weeks.
2nd and 10 for Evanston. Here's Tarpey and up the middle, and that's good for a loss of maybe 1. Good penetration by the Cougars.
Very close game, Chris. This is not going to be one of those, start the bus up in the 4th quarter. This is going to go right down to the wire.
Under 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 3 wide for Evanston. 3rd and 10. Tarpey, the signals, the snap. He's got a man on the flank, and he's pushed out of the pocket. And
nice
a good
play.
catch. That's good for extra yardage here. Into the Conan territory, down to the 23-yard line.
Nice play by Tarpey. Scrambles, tried to find his man, hits Lemure across. Lemure came back and got that pass. So let's take a look at the replay here. He's getting pressure from the outside. Loban takes care of it out there. And then he's scrambling, passes against the grain here. And then now Lemure cuts back and makes a big play out of nothing right there. And now the kids are close to the red zone.
Big play by the kids. 1:32 remaining in the 3rd. 1st and 10 on the Cougars' 23-yard line. Tarpey under center. I formation. Single back, and wrapped up before he got back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd down and 12 for the kids as we approach a minute remaining in the 3rd.
Conan's got to hold tight here. This is big for them. They had the momentum early on in the first part of this second half, but now kids got to make sure that they seal the deal.
Tarpey thought about a quick pass. Now he's forced out of the pocket. He's going to keep it and run for about 2 or 3 yards.
Well, he was doing a double move for Axelrod, and they clearly double teamed. The safety did cover that pass, and therefore a good play, smart play by Tarpey, not trying to throw it into double coverage.
Tarpey getting the play from Coach Buzz. 3rd and 9 here. Big play for the kids. As you reckon, it might be 4 down territory again after their last drive.
Got to do 4 downs. This is the 4 down territory.
Field goal here would give you a 2-score lead. Here's Tarpey. And over the middle and just overthrown.
He had his back coming out of the backfield. Nicholson had a nice, fake handoff and went about 5 yards and was really wide open. The problem is that I think Tarpey locked in on his one receiver and he forgot his check down receiver.
And the offensive unit will stay on the field. They don't believe their kicker can make the field goal.
Yeah, I don't
here.
think so. That's a pretty long field goal, Chris. You're looking at a good almost 40.
It's about a 39-yarder.
Yeah,
there, Coach.
40-yard field goal. End zone is what, 10 yards?
Yes, sir. Tarpey, 3 wide. False start.
Loban.
That's a false start on Evanston, so that'll now make it 4th and 14. It's a big penalty, Coach.
Yes. takes them out of any kind of. Now you got to go. Your play's got to be much different now.
Here comes Evanston. 4th down. Looking to that far side, a nice little underneath pattern, but and what a play by Axelrod as he fought for yardage, but I think he's going to be about a yard short. And he will be. That'll be a turnover on downs on a 4th and 15. And he got 14. That was tough, Coach. The 5-yard penalty there took him out.
Yep, absolutely. Chris,
that
that's
would have had him been enough, but instead they turned the ball over. About 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Here comes the Cougar offense.
Ooh.
Here's the snap.
Counter.
And a big play there. Again, good for a chunk of yardage. Got about 7.
Doing a lot of trickery, movement and fake handoffs. Again, there's a lot of options in that offense. I got to like that. This will be the end of the 3rd quarter. I'm assuming that they're not going to run a play. You got 12 seconds to go.
Yeah, Conant going to the line of scrimmage. They might get one off, but not likely here as the final seconds tick away. And that's it after 3 quarters of play. Evanston 14, Conant 7. I'd like to give a big thanks to our production team tonight. Kathy, Ethan, and William, always producing a wonderful sports telecast for us. Very proud and honored to be part of this team.
Best in the business. The best in the business. There's no doubt about it. Kathy and Mr. Jenkins, they do the best job.
We've got a break on the field here, but this match still very much on edge. 7 points separating these two teams and 12 minutes to play.
We've got some news from Coach Kaliks here. The boys soccer team won 3-0. And who did you guys play? GBN, that's a big win. That's a really big win. Nice job, Coach Kaliks and the boys soccer team. They are rolling. I'd love to hear that. Love to hear that.
Wonderful evening here from Evanston. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Memorial Stadium live from Evanston, Illinois. What a football game we've had this evening. 14-7 is our score. Our Wildcats 7 points ahead with 12 minutes to play.
Nice crowd tonight too, Chris. Nice night, nice crowd. Stands are full. It's always good to see that.
Pro formation, pitch left, daylight on that side, and that'll be a first down for the Cougars. Well, this will be a key drive of the game here, Coach. If the Cougars can take it down the field and score, we've got ourselves a tie. But if not, Evanston will get it back and try and chew up some of that clock. Here come the Cougars with the play on first down. And it looks like the officials are going to take a whistle here for an official timeout.
He's upset that the clock isn't moving. The clock should be moving.
And Coach Buzz having a word with our athletic director, Christopher Levantino, there down on the sideline as the linesman, the umpire, and the referee sing a chorus of Three Blind Mice. I'm just kidding. They've had a wonderful evening here officiating this game.
Boy, the back official there.
Man in motion for the Cougars. Misdirection, and it's
staying
home, and he sacked for a huge loss as Conant kept going backwards there. Big loss of 15 yards on the play.
Nice job. Nice job. Danny White with a big play. That was a nice play. Huge loss. That put them, it's about a 15-yard, almost a 20-yard loss there.
Unbelievable,
Big
Coach.
play. Danny White, number 48 again. He's having a great season.
2nd and 23. To the air, the Cougars go. They've got a man.
Ooh.
Oh, over the top, and he was open. And Coach, he stopped running there. If he had kept his feet going, he might have caught up with that ball.
Yes. I'm kind of impressed with this quarterback for, you know, he had a couple big turnovers early on, but he's starting to get himself rolling here. Pulaski, nice to see the kids, though, starting to turn it up.
We have a look at that replay. You can see right there, while he was double covered, he was by them both. He actually slowed down a little bit and then underran the ball. 3rd down. The Cougars misdirection counter, and that'll be good for 5 or 6, but certainly not
Nice play.
enough for a 1st down, and the punting unit will have to come on the field for the visitors.
Joseph Perez has about 5 yards. So 4th and long for the Cougars.
Evanston will get the ball back here. They just need to field this carefully, and now it's all about ball safety and ball control here, Coach. Ball protection.
Yes. Well, you can't play too conservative and then because then you give Conant the ball back and you never know, anything can happen on Friday night. Smart play.
Decent punt by the visitors just into Evanston territory. They'll take over on their own 46-yard line.
Take over at their own 46-yard line.
9:48 remaining in this one. 7 points still separating these two teams. Conant scored on a big running play here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit of a quirky play. He fumbled it. He actually picked up the drop ball and then cut back and then ran almost 60 yards for a touchdown.
3 wide for the kids. 2 backs. Tarpey, shotgun, the snap. Up the gut. Wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. And Nicholson maybe got back. 2nd down. And the clock continues to tick as Evanston looking to possess here and get some points at the end of this drive.
Just keep that clock moving.
Three wide for the kids. Tarpey with the play fake,
and
it looked like he tripped. And it looked
he faked. It was going to do a play action. It looked like he and the running back Nicholson ended up
just grazing feet there, and they tripped each other. As they had the near formation,
It looked like he slipped.
Looked like he tripped on the 40-yard line.
Stepped on the defender's foot. Yeah. Remember last week early on, Chris, if you remember, there was a lot of guys cramping up. Tonight you don't see that. Cooler weather actually prevents a lot of the fluids from leaving.
Three wide, Tarpey in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Nice little in route there, and that'll get back maybe to the original line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up 4th and 10, and so here comes the punting unit.
All right, Chris, I'm going to say something, and I don't mean to jinx this, but we've been awfully close to getting punts blocked. I just don't want to see this tonight and this last, this possession here. We've had a couple close ones.
You're right about that, Coach. It's the safety guy at the 40 there has got to make that block. You can't just rub him a little bit. You got to stick him.
Yes.
Here's the snap, and better blocking there, Coach.
Yeah,
nice punt by the kids, and that'll be inside the 10 if they can get somebody down there to field it. Down inside the 5
Nice job.
at the 4-yard line. That's where the Cougars will start.
Beautiful punt.
Beautiful punt.
Is that kid a soccer player? You might want to talk to him, colleagues. Who's that, Yang? Chang? Yang.
Special teams is a third of the
Ezra
game,
Yang.
and that's a very important play for these kids, as now the Cougars got to go 96 yards to score. That's a lot of yards for a team that hasn't been able to move the ball with much efficiency tonight.
That's a great point, Chris. I think that, again, the defense has done a nice job.
And the defense might actually smell blood in the water here. If the Cougars try and throw it, we could be looking at a safety, and 2 points might seal it for our Wild kids. I would think the Cougars would try a couple plays right up the gut.
Here? What's going on?
Well, it looks like we've got a penalty.
What happened? Unsportsmanlike conduct?
I don't know, Coach, but that's a 15-yard penalty, and whatever the call is, that's tremendous.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what's going on.
If I could ask the booth if they know what's going on up there, I would look to William Jenkins.
15-yard penalty. Probably personal foul.
Whatever the case may be, instead of on their 4, they're on their 19, and the pressure is relieved slightly here for the visitors. 7.5 minutes remaining.
That's a big penalty, Chris. That's a big penalty.
Tell me about it, Coach. First down. Pitch to the left, and there's room over there, and he finds a seam, and good for 9.
9 yards. This is it. This is where.
This is the drive, Coach.
Yeah,
this is where
it.
the game is going to be won or lost. First, almost a first down, a second and short here for the Cougars, and they might be poised to hit the hurry up here to try and wear down this offense, or defense rather. Let's see if they do it. 7 minutes now remaining in the fourth quarter. Cougars need to put together a drive. And the referee signaling the clock to go, in which it was already going, so it is slightly bizarre here at Murney Lazier Field. One wide receiver for the Cougars. You know they're running on this play. Pitch.
Looked like a little motion on that.
And he
Nice
tried to
play.
find the edge, and he didn't get
White.
back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Boy, Danny White is just, he's a closer. He comes in and he just finishes you off. You're not going to get by him. Great wrestler. I mean, that guy, you talk about putting a guy in a half Nelson, forget about it.
Coach, I got one word for you. Pursuit.
Yes. Yes, very good.
6 minutes now remaining in the fourth quarter. One wide, man in motion, Cougars, misdirection, nothing.
Nice defense.
Huge
Good
play
discipline.
there as everybody stayed home for the Wildcats. And maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage. And the punting unit will come on for Conan as they're hoping for better things, maybe a turnover on this play or that their defense can make something happen. But the clock is their enemy as we have 5.5 minutes to play in the fourth. 2 men back. Let's see if Evanston can get some penetration here as the rush is just one man, and it's a short kick across the 50-yard line. Evanston will take over right at midfield.
I haven't seen, he hasn't played that much.
Coach, all the Wildcats here near now is a couple first downs, and they'll be able to tick this clock away to victory. But
Absolutely.
they need a first down or 2 to wipe this out.
Well, this is where your offensive line is critical, Chris, and just making sure that they're creating holes. Keep the clock moving. Fourth quarter, you got 5 minutes to go.
Three wide, near formation here for the kids. Tarpey with the snap, halfback dive, and good for 5, 6, 7 yards.
Got to hang on to that football.
Good play by Evanston as More smash mouth action here from Evanston. Evanston,
Well, that's
Evanston,
a big
Evanston.
official. That is a big official right behind there. I don't know if you can't miss that guy.
Coach, he's got some gift certificates to Poochie's for you.
He's had a few double dogs in his day.
Second down and 3 for the kids. And a run up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed, though, Coach. He got maybe a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Yes, absolutely. Good play. But again, just protect the football at this point in time. No need to get cutesy with it.
Evanston bringing out the big guys here. Let's see what they call on 3rd and short. The clock continues to tick, approaching 4 minutes remaining in the 4th.
This is a big play. Now the question comes down to, if the kids don't make the first down, do you punt it or do you go for 4th and short?
Well, Coach, you know what I think? You gotta punt it and
Yep.
pin them deep. You can't give them the ball at midfield, without a doubt.
I think you run behind the big dog, Ivory.
Tarpey, handoff up the gut. Nicholson, he spins around a tackle, and he might be short.
He's short,
Coach.
you're right. He's short. He looks like he might be a half yard short. Now here comes the $64,000 question. Do you go for it? Inches.
4th
Literally
and
inches.
Coach. Yeah, Coach, maybe. The Wildcats have been very successful.
I don't want to hear
tonight on
maybe.
4th.
I want to hear yes
Coach,
or no.
I would punt it, but they're going to go
All right,
for
so
it.
you're saying no then?
I would punt it, Coach, because
All
your
right.
defense has played well, and Conan hasn't been able to move the ball. You don't want to give them any. Again, I think Evanston converts here, but I'd still punt it.
Okay. All right. I think you quarterback sneak it.
Here's Tarpey. Single back, 2 wide, and now we've got a timeout. As Evanston uses a timeout on the field with 3 minutes remaining, Coach Buzz didn't like what he saw, and it looked like Tarpey was just trying to draw him off sides, to be fair, with a hard count.
Yeah, might have been that. I think you QB sneak it. Go right behind Ivory, your 350-pounder. So quickly before we let you go, Coach Kaliks, what's the record right now? 4-2-1. When does conference start? It's got to be coming up soon. This Tuesday, and who are we playing? Niles West home?
Away.
Niles West away? Niles West away. And the Kits with the big win tonight against a very solid and highly rated Glenbrook North team, right? 3-0? Oh, boy. And you know what? On that comment, we'll see you later.
Great to see you, Coach.
Great to see you. Always a
Great to see
pleasure.
you. We'll see you
You're
next
one of our.
week, man.
This is our. You're a regular. We got to give you some kind of gift certificate. Maybe we give you an Alabama. Alabama pennant from William Jenkins over there. Roll Tide, brother.
You're the man, Coach.
See you later. Take care.
Big 4th down
Here we
here
go.
for Evanston. Tarpey with a shotgun. Another timeout, as it looks like Conant maybe will take a, let's see, wait a minute. The officials timeout, as the ball was not spotted properly. And that's funny, as the ball moved forward ever so slightly, and they mark it about a half-yard back, and now we're ready. Huge, biggest play of the game.
Here we go.
Tarpey, shotgun, the snap, up the gut.
First down.
First down, Evanston.
First down.
He only got a yard, Coach, but that's all he needed.
Yep, forward progress. Forward progress. That's all you need. Keep the clock moving. By the way, we got 23 listeners up from last week's 8. Chris, just want to let you know, got a nice little text from my girl, Vicky, out in Elmhurst. Got to give her a little shout out. We got 23 listeners. We've tripled our listening audience from last week.
Coach, it's all about your mojo, Coach. Evanston looking in the driver's seat while they're only up by 7. 2.5 minutes remaining in this one. And now we've got another timeout as Coach Buzz loves football. He just wants this mug to play out, Coach. He wants to make sure everything's okay.
I'm not sure. You got the clock moving, and what's that? Yeah, not a time to take the timeout. You want to keep the clock moving.
Yeah, no, the timeout helps the visitors, Coach.
Yeah.
But again, you know,
Yeah.
we've seen some calls here tonight that you might not even call in a game of Madden.
Oh, that was Chris May saying that, not me. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, you got to keep the clock moving. I don't get that, but I guess this is the way. There must have been something that Coach Buzz saw, and give him hats off to him. He's been calling the right calls all night. Don't want to get too cutesy here.
Except for that non-punt, Coach. Here's the snap. Tarpey stuffed, and Nicholson will be taken for a loss of 3.
Keep the clock moving, and that's
That'll be
another
a timeout here
timeout.
by the visitors.
They have all
that
3.
That is their first timeout.
Yep. Don't. See, the question comes in, you took that timeout, Chris. You got the 2-minute warning, which gives them actually another stoppage of play, and then you got two more times.
There's no 2-minute warning in high school.
No, there's not?
No, there's not, but that's all right, Coach.
All right, might as well just, we got the ghost of Christmas pass over
I think the 2-minute warning was invented in the NFL for advertising.
Really?
I do believe so, Coach.
No kidding. Now, in college, there's a stoppage of time on first downs.
Yes, but
Not
there's
in
no
the NFL.
2-minute warning in college either.
Really? Huh.
Right? Remy referenced Mr. Jenkins over there, right? No 2-minute
Two-minute warning in college? No? He doesn't
Yeah.
know. He's shaking his head. He has no idea. Roll Tide.
No, there's not, man. No 2-minute warning.
Nice little crowd going over on the Conant side. Looks like they got a nice cheering section.
Well, it's
there.
been an awesome game, Coach. Both teams have been in the game all night, and it's still on edge here with just a couple minutes remaining. 2nd and 12 for the kids. Tarpey with a pitch left.
Just hold on to the football.
And
Ooh,
nice cut.
That's
a face mask, and the referee
Face mask.
sees it. And that's
Yep.
a big play. That'll give the kids a first down, and a couple of knees should do it.
Face
Except
mask
that
of
Conan
15.
has 2 timeouts remaining. Here's a look at that replay, as you can see
Yeah,
the
he
penalty.
gets his face mask is just yanked here. Right here. Watch it right by 54. Right there. Nice. That's a 15-yard. That's a first down. Ooh, incidental face mask. Wow.
Wow, he certainly bent his neck in a very strange direction for it to be incidental, Coach.
I would 100% agree on that.
And that'll make it 2nd and 2. As the clock continues to roll. 2 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Tarpey, handoff up the middle, and that's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring a 3rd down, and the Cougars will take a timeout.
Timeout by the Cougars. 3rd and short. Big play again. 2 plays to get a first down, and if they do that, as they say in the business, start the bus up and stick a fork in the meal.
That you got from Poochie's.
That's right.
Again, a beautiful.
Boy, you're getting me hungry. You just, whenever you start mentioning Poochie's, Poochie's, I start thinking of that double cheddar burger.
And then I just want to go to Dengio's and get a patty melt, Coach.
Ooh, nice call. You got Carlton Roseman singing the songs down below us.
And it smells like a skunk is let loose in the back practice field here. as we have been sprayed with delight. It is very
Well,
strong
I'll tell you
smelling in the box here.
It can't beat the smell from last week. I don't know. That was pretty bad last week.
You're right, Coach. It was pretty
somebody had a
moist
couple of
It was moist at one point.
tart.
1:54 to play. 3rd and 2 for the Kits. Big play. Tarpey's going to play fake it, rolling to the near side. First
Stay in
down.
bounds. Stay in
Evanston.
bounds. Stay in bounds.
Hey, at least they got the first, Coach. At least they
Yeah,
got the
gotta
first.
stay in bounds though. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock moving.
Yeah, but a 4th down there would have been a travesty, as Evanston would have been forced to go for it again.
Nice play though. I will say, good play call. Fake handoff and a nice little dump off pass. Keep the clock moving.
Tarpey, pro formation. Ooh, and a nice spin away for the tackle, and that's going to go for a touchdown.
Nice
Touchdown,
play.
Wildcats.
Great play. That is what you call a big time Division I play. We get a watch on the replay here. He did a what we call Madden. What's the numbers on this play here, Chris? Spin.
Well, that's a square button there,
There
and
you
then
go.
a triangle there, and then he hit X, and now he's going for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
There you go. So the square button. There you go.
Wonderful play by Evanston to really put the final nail home. Here's the
Ooh.
kick, the snap. No, and it was blocked, Coach. It was blocked. And,
I don't know if it was a block or just a bad kick.
well, if the kick was not blocked, it was such a bad kick, it looked as if it was.
Let's get a replay of that one, Will. He's shaking his head.
1:41 remaining in the 4th quarter. Evanston 20, Conant 7. The Wildcats have owned this afternoon entire contest, and really the Cougars' only play was on a 60-yard touchdown run. Sort of stunted the Evanston defense for a moment and then broke a big play. Other than that, the Cougars have not had much positivity from that offensive unit. Their defensive unit has played very well against this Wildcat team, but now that we are ending the final minutes, it's just a little too much power, a little too much sound. Word, sound, power. Evanston has taken tonight's game. Here's the kick, 1:41 remaining, 20-7 Wildcats. Fielded at the 20. And Conant looking for daylight, and he missed that first wave, and out to about the 40-yard line, the Cougars will start.
We got 1:35 left in the 4th quarter here. Conant has not shown any breakaway or big play offense yet, and they're going to have to go deep into their bag of tricks to pull something out this last 1:35. So again, Kits, their strength is in their defensive backfield. Going to see some dime and maybe nickel package here, extra D-backs. Just make sure that you keep the ball in front of you if you are the defense.
4 wide for the Cougars as they're definitely throwing here. Here's the snap, pressure on the quarterback, and it's picked off. That could go the other way. Down to the 25, to the 20, to the 10. Oh, and he's dodged a tackle inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line,
Nice
Coach.
play, good play. Great play. Again, just a beautiful interception, and then you got to give the Kits one of the things, like we said before, their defensive backfield has been one of the big strong suits this year.
Well, and Evanston was prepared for that, as everybody was
with that.
in coverage, just sitting down, waiting for that pass. And as soon as it went up in the air, you knew Evanston was going to have a chance.
I like how Evanston actually, again, they start playing offense on the defensive end.
Wow, an unsportsmanlike penalty, which moved the ball from outside the 2-yard line out to the 17. And a big penalty there, but Evanston really should just take a couple knees.
Yeah, take a knee. This is what they call the victory formation, Coach. And that is they're going to take a knee right here. This is done right there.
Well, it looks like, oh, they are, Coach.
Yep,
they are
victory formation. What is the?
And it looks like an illegal formation for the Kits, and it is.
What?
It looks like he called a motion penalty on the Kits. And that'll stop the clock and march them back 5 yards, as even the officials have trouble with them taking a knee tonight, Coach. The terraces, though, are emptying very quickly below us as victory is in hand.
Don't get that. They're nickel and diming the Kits now. I get buzzed is right. Yeah, I don't know what the.
And the clock starts back up. And it's 1st and 15 now after the 5-yard penalty. Tarpey will take the play clock all the way down to 0. And just a couple more snaps of the ball here. And our finale is academic. Under a minute now to play. Our score here, 20-7. Before we sign off, I'd like to give a big thanks again to our production team, Ethan, Kathy, and William, for providing your images at home and producing this sports telecast.
Best in the business.
For Coach Steve Wool, my name is Christopher May. Always a pleasure to announce these games for you. Thank you for joining us this evening, once again, of Wild Kit Football.
Yep, we'll see you in a couple weeks when we play the vaunted Maine South Hawks.
We'll be back in 2 weeks from tonight for homecoming. As we host the stalwart Maine South team. And Evanston will have their hands full. The Evanston Wildcats visit Barrington next Friday.
That's going to be a big game, too.
Big game on task for them, but they will enter that contest 3-0 undefeated.
Yes, very much so. Next 2 weeks are going to be, again, probably the toughest part of their schedule, and that's Barrington and Maine South. So we'll see what the kids can do. It'll be a nice test to see where they're at. Good win tonight against a good Conant team. Great plays tonight by a number of players. So looking forward to seeing what they're going to do in the next few weeks, Chris.
Thank you, Coach. Everybody have a safe and beautiful evening. Thank you for watching Wild Kid Sports.
Go Kids.
Good night.
Bye.